This is a Seed World podcast. Hi, this is Marc Zienkiewicz. I recently attended the meeting of the National Association of Plant Breeders held in Greenville, South Carolina. I sat down with several of the Borlaug Scholars again this year. The Borlaug Scholarship is a program that strengthens the plant breeding profession by helping support attendance of future leaders at the NAPB annual meeting. I sat down with Don Cummings. He's founder of the Borlaug Scholarship Program. Joining us was Ana María Heilman. She is a former mentee of Don's, and we talked about how their mentor-mentee relationship was one of the things that inspired Don to found the Borlaug Scholarship Program. Ana recently came on as secretary for the Borlaug Scholarship Committee as well. We talked about the value of the Borlaug Scholarship and what the future holds for the Borlaug Scholarship Program. Enjoy our chat. You spoke about mentorship, and Don, you were Anna's mentor at one point, and you would later develop the Borlaug Scholarship Program, Don. And so I kind of wanted to start there with regards to your mentor-mentee relationship with Ana. Can you talk a little bit about that, Don, and kind of when that began and how that began?
Well, it was part of a role that I had at Monsanto, and I originally was traveling to many of the land-grant universities to meet students and introduce them to plant breeding in an industrial setting in corporations. And I went to a plant science symposium that was held at NC State in Fargo, and we got to know each other pretty well just by association at that conference. And it ultimately led to her being hired by Monsanto in a very nice role where she got to work globally with Mexico a lot and other global locations, and she worked a lot with big data and training other employees and coordinating a lot of data at timely decision-making points in the seasons for the plant breeding.
So Ana, can you talk a little bit about having Don as your mentor as you moved through your studies, and how that helped you?
Yes. So my first memory of Don is being very welcoming, to students. And I was just finishing my PhD, and I approached him, and we started having a talk like we are having right now. And he asked me, okay, tell me what you do. Talk to me about your dissertation. And I felt good. I felt happy. Then that, I remember that he gave me a card and said, why don't you come and join us for dinner? We will have people from the company, and then we can talk about what we do. And that was the beginning. I think that was a beautiful, a coincidence that we were at the same conference at that time. And he has always trust on the students that he, he coach or mentor. And I felt that love and support from the very beginning, and I felt welcome immediately. I knew that I was with my tribe at the moment when I went there. I was I like the people, I like what I'm doing, so it was fantastic.
So how many years have you two known each other now for then? It's been...
since 2012.
So it's been a while now. And so, Don, you founded the Borlaug Scholars Program in, I guess it was 2018 was the first year. And so, Ana, I know you weren't a Borlaug Scholar. It wasn't around in 2012, but you were both at the Borlaug Scholars Breakfast this morning. And why do you feel, Ana, that the Borlaug Scholarship, I understand you're on the Borlaug Scholar Committee, correct?
Correct.
Why is the Borlaug Scholarship so valuable for people? I mean, having had that experience yourself of having a mentor over the course of your career during your studies, Why is the Borlaug Scholarship so helpful for the young people here who are Borlaug Scholars this year and who've been Borlaug Scholars in the past?
I think that the first thing is when you have a mentor, you have the opportunity to share ideas, and then also share those experiences that ultimately will lead you to choose what is your career. And when you did that with me, Don, I think that I was able to see paths that I didn't even think about. Before, I thought about entering into the data side of the research. I was thinking of myself as I am a biologist, I have done tissue culture, I have done plant breeding, what else, right? And I think that Don introduced me to many different people. Some of those people, I started kind of saying oh, well, you have done this, you have done that, you have done that. So maybe I think that you could go for this role. And just having those connections, establishing those connections is very important for somebody's career. So thank you, Don, for doing that, because I appreciate the value of connectivity, especially because it makes us aware of our talents and hidden talents that you don't know that you have. So I remember, and I'm very grateful that when I got my first job out of a school, thanks to Don. So he trusted me, I went for it, and that I am thankful for that. That's what I am, where I am right now, career-wise, and I want to give forward. And that giving forward is mentoring other people, bringing Don's legacy to others, and hopefully, uplifting it. So, thank you, Don.
Well, we look forward to having your service for a long time to come, Ana. You may not realize, Mark, that the role of secretary goes to vice chair and then chair of the committee and then past chair, which is 2 years in each position. So it's an 8-year commitment.
For you, Don, your relationship with Ana over the years, was that in a way kind of I know you had many inspirations, but was that an inspiration for you in founding the Borlaug Scholars Program?
Well, it's not only Ana, but many, many other mentees over time. Ana's kind of a special one, but it really, the passion to start the Borlaug Scholars came from knowing Norman Borlaug and having great mentors myself in my own career. And also mentoring, I developed a real appreciation for how it can change lives. The Golden Opportunity Scholars with the Tri-Societies was a mentoring program that I volunteered for to meet new young people that wanted to be plant breeders. And that was for undergraduates only and kind of meeting focused. And I took that vision and decided that we needed to broaden the mentoring possibilities and work with graduate students. We had mostly graduate students in our new association, the National Association of Plant Breeders, and I felt like the graduate students would be the connection to a lot of our corporate supporters and participants, and it has done that. We're grateful for our sponsors that have come along with the program and helped to grow it with us.
Well, and it's been growing steadily over time. It seems to actually grow a little bit every year, it seems like.
It's actually pretty rapid growth for a program like this. It's a high-touch mentoring program. We mentor the students year-round, and we assign some of our most experienced plant breeders and the executives in our association to do the mentoring. And so they're already well connected, and I think the students really have benefited from it, but also the corporations and the mentors themselves. The value of mentoring is something that I think a lot of people don't appreciate, but the mentors gain a lot from the mentoring experience and learning from the young people coming forward.
No, it'll be interesting to see how the program, I know there's the George Washington Carver Scholars Program now, and so it seems to be the concept of the mentorship mentee relationship seems to be, sort of catching on almost, like wildfire, to use an old cliche. Is I think people are definitely seeing the value of it, and that's partly due to the work that you've done and that you as well. And so, in thinking about the future of the program, I guess other than growing it even more, is there anything maybe we can mention about the future, getting more people involved, more sponsors on board, any future plans, anything like that might be worth mentioning?
Well, I think mentoring is going to be extremely important going forward because of the rate of change just accelerates all the time. We have more and more scientific disciplines that plant breeders can use, more tools. We need more skill sets to help with the work of plant breeding. It's really the coevolution of plants and man, and we're dependent upon each other. And if we don't bring each other along in parallel and in a complementary fashion, I think we get into real trouble. So plant breeding is very important to the future of mankind, and we find that the mentoring program is a way to bring new talent in. Our motto is improving plants to improve lives, and that's very attractive to a lot of young people, and it's certainly played out in my career.
Yeah, no, look forward to the future, and helping in any way we can. Thank you guys for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
We appreciate you too, Mark.
For more great podcasts, videos, and articles from this year's NAPB meeting, visit seedworld.com/NAPB 2023. Thanks for listening.